Sunday, July 14th. I came out here in the garage, my little desk, where I had breakfast, and I look out, and I pull my chair in from outside because the rain and the weather report. The weather report right now is like. The weather report right now is like. All right. Like I wake up generally like around 3 a.m., right? And, you know, I kind of mosey, I eat my breakfast, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like I get ready to go, right? And I kind of lulled around today because the forecast showed that it was going to storm at 5 o'clock and it was going to be moderate rainfall, okay? So I kind of moseyed around and I waited because I was in the fourth hour. You know what I'm saying? So if it's like 4:45, something like that, when I finish eating breakfast, you know what I'm saying? Just smack dab, just at 5 a.m., just at 5 a.m. only, it's a moderate rain thunderstorm. And me, like when I first wake up, if you know me, it's like a pet peeve. I gotta do something. Like I'm like a dog. I gotta do something. Like I gotta lift some weights. I gotta get some, because I just got like, I'm like a rocket, man. I got a lot of energy. Like I gotta do something, or I just lull all day if I don't do something. It's very annoying. So I can't leave the house. This is pissing me off. I've been kicked out of 2 gyms for exercising. Okay. Planet Fitness. I don't make noise when I exercise. You know what I'm saying? It's just that people act very weird around me. The only time I can remember the last time that I lost a summer like this was the last time I came here from Hyperia. And, well, no, actually, it wasn't the last time. The last time I exited. But I would say two times ago, 2 lifetimes ago. All right. There's been some occasions. There was one occasion where my neighbors right there hadn't moved, and a lady who lives on this side, is always a lady who survived cancer. She originally lives there, and then without her moving out proper, somebody else moves in there, and that lady's just like gone. This is what happens. This, like, everything changes around me, like some type of, you know, if you ever seen one of those videos where the cars are just like streams of light, like as in some type of Basquiat montage. That's how it is around me. Like everything changes around me, and I'm just like an old fart that stays the same. I just get more and more stale. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still the same. I'm still the same fart. This rain, okay, one year it was raining and acting crazy. Okay, this was 2 lifetimes ago. It was raining and acting crazy when I lost summer, and the entire summer rained like this. Okay, you probably can't see it. I mean, it's just coming in here. When it rained like this and I lost the summer, I was pissed off because I wait for summer. I literally think the season of winter tries to kill me every year. And I try to tell my mom that, like, winter eats my family. My family, most individuals are daft towards patterns and shit. But after you start paying attention to them, okay, most people are. But until you start paying attention to mundane things and the pattern of mundane things, you don't recognize, I don't know if I can see you in here. You don't recognize, yeah, I don't know if that camera works that way. You don't recognize certain types of things. But I lost that summer 2 lifetimes ago when I was here, and I was staying at this house, this very same house. All right, because I go to the same spots generally. All right, I'm more consistent now than how haphazard my lives were before. But when it rained and acted crazy like this, like the weather was just all fucking not aligned with the season. You feel me? Like we, I lost that summer, and at the end of the summer, time had bowed, so that I had returned back to the beginning of June. So in other words, I went a different pathway, and I guess like if time it has freeways, because I'm not really like a quantum physics science type of guy, but if it was a freeway or whatever, like it's like I bowed, okay? I bowed around. I think the bow is time. I think the bow is time is what it is. That's what I'm saying. I think time bowed, and then I was back at June. So I'm thinking this is going to happen this year, because like the summer is basically gone, and it seems to correlate and be relative with me. So therefore, I am being transported by angels from Hyperia back to a different timeline. They can do that. Like, I don't know. Angels have like fuck you type of superpower abilities. This is one of them. They can literally grab you and put you on a different course of time. That's what's going on. The reason why it rains and what have you, and why it appears relative to me, or as it seems that I have some type of abilities or powers, is because of those who watch over me, the Most High, and he sends his angels, all right, and they bear his name, okay? They wear God's name when they do God's will. So that's the only thing that could rationalize this type of weather behavior, is possibly those who are on this same very timeline or path. Maybe you are Boeing in time also. As you know, right now, a big key factor or suggestion of this is that the the airlines, Boeing, is getting sued, okay, for something. Again, the word Boeing, all right, it involved times and synchronicities for them to be getting sued. These are more of lights or messages to the general public who are aware that is something is going on. And when time bows, or you move differently through time, then it could cause adverse effects. It can cause clouds to move much quicker. So it's really much more an effect of time than it is that pertains to weather. And because I have to experience time in chronological order as a three-dimensional entity, then you know what I'm saying, I am forced to go through each of these scenes and scenarios with quickening speed. This is what the Bible calls quickening. When your spirit is quickened, all right, you may be being transported through time, all right. And when you're transported through time, certain things may not be allowed. Like, take for instance, you don't want to throw things off course. That's why I suppose I'm not allowed to have a girlfriend right now, and I because I could potentially mess things up, right? If I get involved in a relationship pertaining to where I'm going, so on and so forth. So all those movies, if you have understanding, are potentially real. When you see a film such as like Adjustment Bureau, hey man, that happens. I've experienced certain things. All right. Sometimes you have to be adjusted because you're on a crash course with something that is very bad. But the first key thing for you to do is work on your memory, work on recognizing patterns. Don't trance out. Work on not trancing out when you go through your day, and being conscious for more portions of the day, and be aware of your surroundings, and use active listening. Even listen to things that would seem mundane, or that's in the news, or plain or whatever, because there's a lot of gems in there. It's not, individuals are not just saying things, and things aren't just being selectively reported. Despite all the news in the world, it's something that is meant for your ears to hear if you hear it. And you have to recognize these things as being valuable. But this is what I believe is going on. This situation is pertaining to time, and that what time is being bowed or bent to a degree, and we are as the arrow being transported through time. All right. Again, I came out with Delta State Air yesterday, and as you know, Delta is an airline, and the key word that was unspoken that individuals may would have got is the term terminal. How it goes with the Delta virus, Delta being a sleep state, and terminal. And Boeing is being sued right now, and we are bowing through time, being trajected through time, and it's causing adverse weather effects. When you speed through time, this will cause the seasons to be off because you are kind of not going contrary to the chronological timeline of events that pertains to the 3D world. So you are moving as a ghost, okay? You could say instead of being a three-dimensional entity right now, I might be more like a 3.5 dimensional being, which means, I kind of am pertaining more to the spirit because though I have a three-dimensional body, how I'm passing through time is differently than other individuals. All right. So peace and blessings be with you all. I just want to show you this adverse weather from July 14th this summer. And I was being very cranky because it happens. These things happen when I want to exercise. I just went outside to see if it was sprinkling still, which it is. When I want to go exercise, and I just have to be patient. Anything I do, I have to wait. It's like I have to allow some type of catastrophe, some type of interruption to happen first. I do not have to walk right away in my life. I have to give cars the right away because people are skittish. Their minds ain't right. They're slow in thought. They're in a Delta state, and I have to focus on seeing them as children instead of enemies because I get really fucking pissed off. All right. Because people just lack common basic sense. But this is what a Delta state is. You're dealing with situations that affect the mind. A lot of individuals have given in to their flesh in such a way that they have surrendered their mind, and now they think in a reprobate way. That's just the truth. I say this with love. I got some understanding while talking to you guys today. The Holy Spirit has brought some things to my mind that caused me to understand these circumstances more clearly. And hopefully, if you're going through a time you're conscious and aware and watching this video for a reason, these same things can potentially help you. Sorry, I filmed like the streets and outside, but once I start filming and using like the camera on my cell phone this way, I'm not a technology connoisseur, okay? So I have to constantly keep filming. Oh, got a lightning bolt there. I have to constantly keep filming in this direction because I can't flip my camera in the middle of filming. And I guess it does have a pause button. I'll have to see if I can flip the camera after using the pause button. But this is what it is, man. Peace and blessings be with all of you out there. I'm out.